VO2, LE47s, and free-flowing exhaust. Hey guys, it's Alex. A little winded today because I had to push the Fairmont out of the garage because I'm doing some fuel pump upgrades because I have to work on the white Vortex Supercharged 2019 Mustang. Now, why do I have to work on it? Well, as a tuner, we have to listen to our customers and we see a lot of requests for certain things. Now, one thing I personally think is really stupid and really ricer is D-cell popping and burble tunes. Now, some cars naturally pop and burble on D-cell. That's something that, even with our calibrations, we don't do on purpose. But there are people that do, and that's fine if they want to do that. The reason I don't think it's a good idea to make a car D-cell burble on purpose and bang and pop and spit flames, I hear that a lot. Guys, trust me. Do you know how many times a day I hear, I want D-cell, they think they know what causes the flames to shoot out. I want flames to shoot out, so run it rich. That's not how it works. I want flames to shoot out, so give me more timing. That's not how it works. But the reason I don't do flames, pop, D-cell, and burble tunes is simple. It damages your exhaust. Think about what's happening inside your exhaust when a banging or booming or anything is being done. What do you think your exhaust is experiencing? Rapid contraction and expansion. Boom, boom, like insanity. So what I told people, or what I tell people, is this. Forget the D-cell burble stuff. If it doesn't naturally, then that's fine. I'm sweating my balls off. Whew. If it doesn't naturally, that's fine. But we're not going to, on purpose, I'm not going to speak for anybody but myself. I'm going to not on purpose do D-cell burble tunes because it can damage your exhaust. Imagine you buy a $1,500, $1,000, $1,100 Magnaflow, Borla, whoever exhaust system, and the D-cell banging, popping, and burbling and gurgling causes damage to your very nice, expensive exhaust. So people don't understand what can happen. Well, luckily, because I love to prove a point, I installed a tune that causes a lot of D-cell pops into this one. It was so stupid. It was embarrassing being seen with the thing going bam, 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 looking like a BMW Ricer boy. But what happened was what I thought would happen. Now, this car still has a suitcase, meaning the resonator that goes right after the header or right after the manifold. This car does have ultimate headers, free-flowing exhaust, the suitcase, because I don't want it to be loud and stupid, and the stock mufflers, stock everything. So, after about a week or two of a D-cell, burble, popping, and banging tune, take a listen as to what my exhaust sounds like when I turn it on now. What does that sound like to you? Sounds like the baffles and the components inside of the suitcase are rattling because the thing did a lot of rapid expansion and contracting based on the D-cell, burble, and pop tunes. Not my exhaust is literally damaged. No, I did not on purpose damage my exhaust just so I can make a point. I installed a tune that popped and D-celled loudly like you guys want, and take a listen. Take a good listen. Luckily, that's my bone stock exhaust. I didn't pay $1,500 for a catback. I didn't pay for a high-end exhaust system. It's the stock stuff. So what am I gonna do today? I'm gonna remove the suitcase and I'm gonna rattle it, shake it, so you can see that it pretty much came loose inside due to the popping, burbling, and smacking the dumb tune was doing. All right, so what I'm gonna replace it with is this MBRP X-pipe. Okay, so you do have to do some cutting. So you cut the old suitcase off, give yourself plenty of room to slip it on, and then the front has a factory connection. Comes with hardware or clamps for the part that you're gonna cut, and instructions right here. Tells you to measure, where to cut what. I'll follow these very closely so I don't have any issues. And I will take the old part out and, you know, wiggle it around to see if it's actually making some noise. I suspect that it will make some noise and some rattles. So let me get underneath there and have some fun. There's the resonator cut, and let's take a listen. Yeah, this thing is, let me put it here so you can feel a little better. So whatever baffle system, whatever is inside that guy, the D-cell popping pretty much destroyed it. So again, I'm not going to show you the process, but I'm going to install the MBRP X pipe, give it a rev, take it for a drive, and then you'll understand why D-cell pop tunes, if it doesn't hurt this, it's going to end up hurting your expensive catback exhaust. One or the other. It's just no matter around it. You know, the expansion and contraction, or the rapid expansion, basically little tiny explosions into your exhaust, it's just going to ruin either your stock exhaust or your expensive aftermarket exhaust. Hopefully that's a halfway decent angle. So what I'm gonna do is take the car. It's a couple days later. It's been raining in Florida for weeks. So today's the only halfway decent dry day. So what I'm gonna do is give you an inside perspective of how the car sounds with an MBRP X pipe and a suitcase delete with long tube headers. Now, I guarantee this car is gonna have some D-cell popping that I'm not doing on purpose. I did some Burble or D-cell popping changes previously, and of course it damaged the resonator slash suitcase delete. So I got rid of the burbling stuff because not only did it drive terribly, it damaged parts. I just thought, who the hell would want this? Ricers. So I am more than happy to say no to anyone that requests this tune so we can weed out the ricers. So let me go for a ride, see how it sounds, and just kind of give you a general sense of what the exhaust sounds like without a resonator delete, without a resonator, aka suitcase delete, long tube headers, stock catback. Guys, stock catback. I think it sounds pretty good, so we'll see how you guys like it. So for those of you that think there's gonna be a lot of drone when you get rid of the suitcase, there's not. If anything, I think the suitcase causes more drone. Yeah, there's just more material and more areas for the resonance to go, and there's all these voids and packing that is supposed to knock down the droning. But when you put some free-flowing exhaust and headers, I think what the resonator does is counterproductive, especially to not the flow, because when you look at the inside of a suitcase, it's straight through. It just has more packing, more material, and it's heavy. And the MBRP X pipe saves some weight, flows a little better, whatever. Remember, it's a 19, so you'll have the downshift rev match. So you'll notice a higher pitch. The X pipe, I think, causes a higher pitch in these Coyote Mustangs. And I like the sound. I don't like very aggressive catback. I like a subdued. I prefer Magnaflows. I think Magnaflows are a perfect sounding exhaust for all Coyote Mustangs. I don't like Orla. I don't like anything else. I'm a Magnaflow guy. The Street Series is perfect with free-flowing exhaust. With cats and stock exhaust, you barely hear it. Let me turn off traction control and give you a 2-3, maybe a 4. Catalog it, make sure it's good. This thing is bad. I mean, I'll tell you about the changes that I've made in a later video. But this is still only 10 PSI. It still has a 3.6 pulley. It still has little filter, the K&N filter in front of the Paxton, Vortec JTB V3. Not a V7, it's a V3, it's a little guy. Still makes 10 PSI, so I think it's making 750 to 770 right now wheel. So it it gets up and goes. I'm like, wow, this thing flies. So I'll tell you about the changes in another video, but I want you to hear the exhaust, so I'll shut my mouth. It might sound raspy on video, but when it comes to real life, it actually sounds pretty damn good. It's stock catback with a suitcase delete, and basically got rid of all that rasping that was happening because the D-cell popping, banging flames out the exhaust tune caused damage, just like I thought it would. That's why it's a dumb mod, and I would never really support a tune that would cause damage to any parts of your vehicle. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. A little driving around downtown, little revs, just to kind of let you know what the deal is when it comes to how it sounds before and after. I'm going to talk about the changes I've made to the white car since then, and some new parts when it comes to, for you road racers, some new parts that are coming up to keep your diff cool. I'll definitely get you guys some of those videos coming soon, now that the red car's back, this car's back, and the weather is finally getting nice enough to take some video and show you guys some new content. Thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you later.